Simamisha kidogo nisimame. Sawa.
Chini. Sawa.
Are you ready for the room?
Yes, I'm ready.
Where is Mr. Ombeto?
His client can tell us where he is.
Where is Mr. Ombeto? Sorry?
He's on the high court. They said he's coming.
Okay, I will proceed with the other matters. You give him a few minutes.
Maybe you can confirm how long he'll be there.
He went underground and had not been processed. 2 of the victims were treated and had been discharged, while one of them was critically ill and admitted at Nairobi Hospital, where he was undergoing treatment. The prosecutor went on to submit that the victims had not recorded their statements and urged the court to grant the orders sought. Mr. Maanzo, for one of the victims, Festus Musioka, submitted that his client was undergoing a 13-hour surgery at Nairobi Hospital, involving a number of experts and specialists to deal with the shattered bones around the neck and the shoulder. He went on to state that the health status of the victim is not ascertained, and it will be important to have the suspect held in police custody to enable the DPP determine how to proceed with the matter. Mr. Ombeta, appearing for the suspect, objected to the application to have his client detained. He submitted that investigations have been ongoing since the date when the incident occurred and that he had presented him to the police. He added that his photos, fingerprints and statements were taken in his presence. He posed a question asking whether it is necessary to have the suspect in custody for the victim who is still admitted in hospital to heal. Counsel went on to state that the suspect's presence will not be required to carry out investigations as per paragraph 7 of the Notice of Motion application. Counsel for the suspect urged the court to release him on bail since no holding charge had been presented. In the alternative, they seemed to be prepared. He maintained that it would not be good to have the suspect detained for even one more day. He proposed to present the suspect to the police anytime they require him for interrogation. Counsel maintained that no compelling reasons had been presented by the state and asked that the application be disallowed. I have carefully considered the application and submissions thereto by all the parties. I have also taken note of the provisions of Article 49 of the Constitution and the bail and bond policy guidelines. The shooting incident where 3 people sustained gunshot wounds took place on the night of the 2nd July 2021. It came out clearly from the suspect's counsel that he presented himself to the DCI on the 5th of July 2021. Thereafter, he was brought to court within 24 hours as prescribed by law. 2 of the victims are said to have been treated and later discharged. One of them, Festus Musyoka, is still admitted at the Nairobi hospital. At the time of making this application, he was undergoing a 13-hour surgery to treat the shattered neck and shoulder bones, according to his counsel. There is no doubt that the offences committed are very serious. I concur with that the presence of the accused in police custody will not be required so as to obtain CCTV footage, conduct ballistic examination of his firearm, procure medical reports, and cybercrime forensic reports. It came out clearly that the 3 victims had not recorded their statements. One of them is still unconscious and cannot proceed and record the same. Be that as it may, the bail and bond policy guidelines give factors to be considered by the court on whether or not to release a suspect on bail. There is no doubt that the charges to be preferred are of a serious nature. The character and antecedents of the suspect after the incident does not favor him in as far as whether or not he will cooperate with the police if released on bail. The right thing to do when a criminal offense is committed is to immediately report to the nearest police station for further action. This was not the case herein. The suspect went underground and presented himself to the DCI at his convenience on the 5th of July 2021, which is 3 days later. This court is mandated to strike a balance in the circumstances. In the interest of justice and public interest, I find that a proper case has been made out by the state to warrant the detention of the suspect to enable the DCI officers conclude the investigations. However, the period sought is too long. Therefore, I direct that the suspect be held at Mutembei police station for 7 days. This matter shall be mentioned in this court on the 15th of July 2021 for further orders. Those are the orders of this court. Where is the accused?
The accused is remanded at Industrial.
Yes, you should present him before me for further orders.
Yes, Your Honor.
We'll issue a PO. Wear your masks properly, everyone. Cover your nose and mouth.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Awere and Mr. Ondeki.
Yeah,
Yes,
You are ready?
Yes.